Hello everyone and welcome to the Clickbait Show, the show that lures you in with pictures of pretty women in the thumbnail, and then it turns out that it's just some weird guy with long hair speaking into a webcam in his bedroom! I'm just kidding, I'm not that cruel. Here's the picture. There, are you happy? So yeah, unless you've been living under a rock recently, you've noticed that everybody is complaining about YouTube. Everyone's saying clickbait is the only way to get big on YouTube. And I believe it. I believe it all 100%. And so, coinciding with my goal to get big on YouTube, I'm going to fill this channel with nothing but clickbait from now on. It is my New Year's resolution to be as misleading and as dishonest as I can to the YouTube community in hopes of increasing my personal wealth and fame. But you guys didn't come to this video to see me give an explanation as to what this video is about. You came to have your heart broken by some nouns. So let's go ahead and reveal what are the nouns that made my heart break. You know, people quite often assume that nouns have no meaning. They look at the dictionary and they're like, I could have written that. But I'm just trying to tell the world that, that's not true. Words are kind of like this coin here. One day it buys you a piece of bubblegum, the next day it cuts you like a knife. You hear people all the time say, don't run with scissors, but then those same people go around and run around with nouns. And of course, I'm not talking about just like any nouns like Miley, Cyrus, or David, Cameron. I'm talking about nouns like sponge, otherwise known as esponja for our Spanish listeners. In many ways, people are like sponges. They soak up all of the negativity and the arrogance, and they're constantly taking, but they never give back. They're kind of like lemon trees, Lemon trees suck up the water from the ground, and then they produce these yellow fruits that are so sour. Let me ask you this, do you think that it's a coincidence that both sponges and lemons are the same color? Sorry. Life is a noun. And it's a noun that so many people, say all the time. It's the title of a magazine. And you hear the saying all the time, life is for living. But do you realize how many people around you aren't really living? It's heartbreaking. I look at my neighbors and I'm like, they wake up at 9 o'clock, go to work, they come home, they go to bed. Is this all that life is? Excuse me for one sec. This whole thing, it reminded me of another noun. And that noun is water. Water is necessary for life. But you know what? When we cry, we excrete water from our eyes. The very same thing that keeps us alive is also that which makes us cry. Another heartbreaking noun is weight. And this one carries a double meaning because on one hand it can mean like, something heavy. People carrying around heavy things with them all the time. It's like this clip-on tie, People walk around with things on all the time and you're like, take that off. They're like, no, my mom gave it to me when I graduated from high school. She was like, go to college and major in Western civilizations with a minor in art history. And then the second meaning of the word comes into play. Wait. Like when you have to wait for something. I want to be rich and famous now! Why is the world so incompliant to people who wish for instant gratification? Sorry, man. Getting emotional. But the last noun that I want to share with you guys is hope. I saw this little girl crying on the street and I asked her what's wrong. And she said, someone said esponja to me. But you know what? In a world where people go up and say esponja to little girls, we can make a difference. You can make a difference. And you may be thinking to yourself, I'm not smart enough to make a change. I'm just some guy who falls for clickbait over and over while watching YouTube. But I'm here to tell you, you are wrong. There is hope as long as we have you. Take an interest in someone else. Like that girl who's crying on the side of the street, go up to her and, make conversation. Ask her about her hair. And if you bung it all up and you're just like, hey, what's up with your hair? At least you can say that you tried. You know what? Try it right now. Go in the comment section down below. Type, what's up with your hair, Pink Eye? If you practice with me, you will be able to be confident in any situation that you should ask what's up with someone's hair. I'm going to beg for likes now. Please like this video and make sure to tune in next week when we're going to be talking about 16 heartbreaking adjectives.